and welcome back to my channel. Today, me, my mum Rachel and our friend Debbie are headed over to Florida for 2 weeks and we are so excited. We will be staying at Walt Disney World for the first week. We are staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is one of our absolute favourite resorts there. We are then headed over to Port Canaveral to board the Disney Fantasy for a week-long Caribbean cruise. And this is something we've not done before. We've not been on the Fantasy, it's our final ship, and we've not been on a proper Caribbean cruise, not including Nassau and Castaway. So we are very, very excited for this. I will be vlogging every single day, so make sure to stay tuned. You'll hopefully have already seen us go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. We obviously haven't been yet because we're still at home, but I wanted to post that more in real time for you guys. So if you haven't seen it, I'll link at the top so you can go and check it out. But we're also very, very excited for that. It is currently just before 8 o'clock and we're just about to leave for Manchester Airport. We're flying with Virgin Atlantic. On the way we are flying via Atlanta and we have quite a long stopover in Atlanta, which seems to happen quite a lot. We are due to arrive at Disney World at about midnight tonight, so we are in for a long old travel day, so make sure to stay tuned so you don't miss it. And other than that, let's get going. Well, we've made it to the airport. As you can see, the two girlies in front of me, we're doing hand luggage only, but when we tried to check in online last night, it wouldn't let us, so we are going to have to go to the check-in desk. Hopefully they will let us check in and then we will be on our way through security. We were fearing that it was going to be mega busy and we were going to have to queue up in a huge queue even though we have nothing to drop off. But actually there's like no one here. We're now ready to go through departures. That was super quick. It literally took like 2 seconds. She literally just said they just need to check all our details. That's why we had to go. So we'll be through in a minute and it doesn't look like there's any queues here either. That was very successful. We literally just went in. It was one of those like future security lanes. So we didn't have to take anything out of our bags. The only thing that happened was Debbie got her feet searched, which is a bit random. But other than that, we literally got through so quickly. It's still almost 3 hours till our flight, so we're now just going to wander through, probably get some snacks or something to eat, maybe do a bit of browsing of the shops and then wait for our flight. I have to say, Manchester Airport is very nice and quiet today. It's currently the 17th of August, so it's like midsummer holidays for the UK, and there's literally no one here, so it's a very peaceful experience. We're just in Pret grabbing a sandwich because you never know what you're going to get on the plane, especially when you're a vegan. These guys are just for breakfasty items. Got to get the classic avocado, olive and tomato that I get every single time. We've made it to our gate. The name of our plane is Mademoiselle Rouge, and also a guy just came around and gave everyone a mini packet of love hearts. So that's pretty fun. We should be boarded in about 15 minutes, I think. We've made it on the plane. Unfortunately, we are sat in the middle, so I'm not going to be able to get any window footage. Hopefully on our second flight, we'll be in a window seat. But we are all sat together, so that's good. We're off to quite a bad start. They have the kind of screens on here where you can't see your neighbour's screen. We love to play games on the long haul flights, but that might not be a possibility because it's really annoying when you can't see. Like, we'll just have to do our own things, I guess. And the TVs are literally so tiny. Yeah, they're really small. Rachel's just told me that apparently she had an email through and she could actually pick what meal she wanted on the flight. I've never... No, like you could see the menu and you knew what choices there's going to be. You don't have to pick it in advance, but you'll know what there is. Apparently there was some chicken dish, mac and cheese. Was there another one? But anyway, I don't know how you do it, but apparently she got emailed it. So if you do want to know what the food choices are before you get on, then you could definitely find out. I've not known that before. I've ordered a vegan meal, so hopefully that will come. And I'll show you guys everything we get while we're on here. She's managed to get the menu up. So you get soft bread and butter, mango and mint barley salad, and then a choice of hickory smoked barbecue chicken or macaroni and cheese. They are the only two options. And then of course you get your cheese and crackers. Plant-based chocolate pot. Maybe I'll get that. I hope so. Better than fruit, although I do like fruit. And then later you get your sandwiches, which is kind of always the same, scone. Ooh, and you can get snacks if you go to the galley. Help yourself. Ooh, we should do that. That sounds good.
Oxygen mask strap, keep your seatbelt on and pull the tag or the mask down to turn on the oxygen.
We finally have access to the TVs. Let's see what movies are on. Bob Marley, anyone seen that?
No? Yeah.
None of these things I recognise, but I feel like that's always the way because I know nothing about films. Oh, they've got all the Harry Potters. They have a Harry Potter marathon. Hunger Games, the new Hunger Games. The new Mean Girls. I think that was on last time and I didn't watch it. Nothing's really jumping out at me, I'll be honest. Let's see what TV shows they've got. Oh, they've got The Big Bang Theory season 2. I don't know how many episodes. They've got Grey's Anatomy. I don't know, I think it's season 15. But I don't actually know. I'm like partway through Grey's Anatomy. I've got no idea where I'm up to, so maybe I can't watch that. In case it's past where I've seen. They've got season 2 of The Traitors. I've definitely watched it before, but that's quite cool. You could spend like most of the flight, if not all of it, watching like the whole season of that. They've got 5 episodes of Young Sheldon season 6. I don't know, I think we've already seen season 6. I can never remember where we were up to on that either. And that's it. Let's see what games they've got. There's only one important game. They've got multiplayer trivia. We could try that and see if we can all play it on our separate screens. They only have like 6 games. That's so rubbish. First drinks have arrived. I've got myself an orange juice, and let's just hope that this time, 1, it's normal, and 2, it doesn't end up in anyone's shoe. Alright. It may or may not have seen a little spillage of my orange juice into Rachel's shoe. It came out of a carton that had pictures of oranges on it, so like you would think it's just orange juice, but it tastes so weird. That's so funny. It's so weird. Also, we got these barbecue nuts. They're not really nuts, they're corn. But actually they're vegan and gluten-free, so normally I can't have the little snack. That's a bonus for me. Deb's has gone for the classic wine in a can that she always gets, and Rach don't get a drink. That's so boring. Lunch is served. I actually managed to get a vegan meal, and I'll tell you what, I'm quite impressed. So I've got a bread roll and vegan butter, some lime chutney and a cracker, which you normally don't get, a chickpea salad starter, biryani for the main, and not even fruit for dessert, a collab choc pot. I am buzzing about this. That was really good. I ate the main. It was a little bit spicy, so beware, but you can't really choose what you're going to get if you get a vegan meal. The dessert was amazing. I didn't like the salad, so I donated it to Debs, but she said it was really nice, and I'm fussy, so I wouldn't take my opinion for it. And then I've kept my bread and my crackers to eat later if I get the package. The main meals are here. So these guys are both on for the mac and cheese, which looks pretty good. Comes with bread, butter, crackers and cheese, and then the same salad that I got. Debs ended up with all 3, but she's donated me the dessert because it's the same one. Good times. We've got about 4.5 hours left, so about halfway through the flight. They've just brought around these like organic ice lollies, which is pretty good. And I'm just about to watch some Young Sheldon season 6. We're just about an hour from landing, and we've been served our afternoon tea. That's what they call it. It's basically just like a snack. I wouldn't really say it's as much food as a meal unless you've got a really small appetite. So I'll show you both the vegan version and the regular version of what you get. In the regular version, you get a little chocolate in a packet. You get a scone. Oh, that's warm. With clotted cream and jam, and then a small sandwich. Do we know the flavours? Cream cheese and cucumber, and mozzarella, roasted tomatoes and rocket. And then I've got an apple and elderflower slice. It basically just looks like a flapjack. That looks good. A little chocolate brownie also looks really good. And then my sandwich is basically like half of a wrap, so it really isn't very much, and it's coronation chickpeas. So I don't know if that's really my thing, but it's better than nothing. We have now made it to Atlanta. We did have to go back through security, which we've already done, but just a word to the wise, if you are doing a connecting flight, even if it's within the USA, make sure you don't buy liquids at the airport, because basically Debs bought some sun cream at Boots when we were in Manchester Airport, and thankfully at the last second I remembered that we were going to have a connection, so we got it put in a sealed bag and it was fine. But if you buy something and then don't put it in a bag, they'll make you throw it away, so that's something quite important. Also, it was really good, they didn't make us really take anything out other than that bag, and you have to take your shoes off, which that's why I always wear Crocs at American airports, because it's so much easier. Anyway, our flight doesn't leave for a lot of hours now, so we're just kind of in the airport out and about. We are going to be a little bit cheeky and try and ask if we can get on an earlier flight. I have no idea if that's even remotely possible, or if they try and charge us £1 million, or if there's no seats. I literally have no idea, but we're going to ask, because if you don't ask, you don't get. And then we'll probably just wander up and down the airport until our flight leaves. We've just wasted up about an hour waiting to ask if we can get on an earlier flight. It turns out we can't because of the like fare that we're on. We've got economy basic, which is like the cheapest ticket, so she was like, no, you can't do it on that ticket. But she did look into it, so I feel like if you had a more expensive ticket, then potentially you could do it. I'm not actually sure, but basically we're now here for the next 5 hours until our flight leaves, so we are just going to wander. I'm definitely going to get a Chipotle if they have I know they have one here, but like if they have what I want, and then yeah, we'll just see where the next 5 hours takes us, I guess. All right, here goes. I found Chipotle, it's open. That's a good start. If you've never been to Chipotle, guys, you have to go. It's literally the best thing ever. This was literally like $10 and it is so much food. It's ridiculous and it is so good. I got white rice, pinto beans, sofritas, which is like the vegan kind of fake meat situation, pico de gallo, and medium salsa. There's also loads of other stuff you can get as well. It's literally so good. Although flying indirect can be quite annoying and obviously it takes much longer to get to your final destination, it's often quite a lot cheaper. But also when you fly into the States and then stay in the States, you'll clear customs at your first place. So we're now through customs. When we get to Orlando, we literally just walk out like anything. So that makes it a lot more convenient, although obviously it does take longer depending on how long your stop is. The thing we really like as well about stopping over at Atlanta Airport is it's a huge airport, but you can pretty much access every single terminal. So if you want like a specific food or a specific shop, like you can basically go to any of them, and it means there's loads of places you can wander around, so it's quite convenient. If you are here for a while, there's a lot of things that you can spend your time doing, which is quite nice. Rach and Debs decided not to get Chipotle, so we've actually come to McDonald's. Now McDonald's in America is very not vegan friendly, so I'm glad I already ate, but I think they're going to get something, and I've seen you can actually get a 6-piece chicken nugget but a Happy Meal, so you probably get as much food as you would in the UK, but for a Happy Meal price. You might even get a toy, which is quite fun. So we'll see what they end up getting. Rach is getting a Happy Meal. You can only get milk or water. Oh no, it says more drinks at the top. Oh, there's loads of stuff. This is well good. Frozen drinks, see if the frozen drinks are included at the top. If they are, that's well good. The mixed, oh, I don't know. The blue and red one. Is it extra? Oh, it's only 40 cents for a large. Get one and we'll share. That's well cheap. $6.19 for a 6-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal, a large frozen Fanta, and I guess it comes with like chips and a toy. We've got the goods. This is a large, which is actually not that big. But then if you look at Debs's is a medium. And that's enormous, like compared to that. So I don't really know how they do their sizes. The chips aren't massive, to be fair, but still it's enough. And then a little toy. This is the toy. It's not really a toy, they're cards. Are they Olympians? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the toy supposed thing that we got. That's the chip packet. That looks alright. And 6 nuggets. Whoa, they look well crispy. They don't look like English ones. Also, if you didn't know, American McDonald's chips are cooked in beef fat, so they're not vegetarian or vegan, obviously. There is some bad news. So we landed in the US at about 4 p.m, which is 9 p.m. English time. And our flight was supposed to leave at 10:30 American time, which is 3:30 a.m. English time, and the board has just changed to say that we're now not departing until midnight, so that's 5 a.m. English time. Basically our flight is now due to land at 1:15 which is 6:15, so we'll definitely have been travelling for 24 hours now by the time we get there. But it felt like we were nearly there, like we've been in this airport for like over 6 hours, or we will be by the time our flight was supposed to leave, and it felt like we'd nearly done it, and now they've just added on an hour and a half, and now I'm losing the will to live a little bit. Oh, that's so annoying. Me and Rach are going on a little walk just like down the corridor just to get our legs moving because we've been sat down for so long, and we've realised a lot of the flights delayed. Like pretty much every single flight near us is delayed. I don't know if it's because of the storm going on outside, but I feel like even though there's windows, when we're in the airport we're so inside that we don't really have any concept of what's going on, and because it's dark out there you can't really see. But when it was light before, we could see that the clouds were very, very dark grey, so maybe there's a storm. I literally have no idea, but either way it's now still over 2 hours until our flight, so we've got a lot of time to kill in this airport, which we've already been in for 6 hours.
Yeah, all the red ones.
Yeah, you can tell on here that all the flights are delayed. I don't know how much you can see because it's kind of far away. Let me zoom in a bit. All those red ones are delays. So like pretty much every single flight is delayed, but we've not been told anything. There's no like announcements going on. Also on the weather app it says it is 100% chance of a storm at 10 o'clock, which is finishes in 10 minutes. So that also does make sense as to what's going on. While we're walking down, we've just been saying that like all the restaurants and shops and stuff is shutting at 10 o'clock, which is like right now. But we had a look at McDonald's, and on Monday and Tuesday it's open 6 AM to 11 PM, but the rest of the week it's open 24 hours. So if you're stuck here and everything's shut and your flight's delayed, come to Terminal A or Concourse A to McDonald's, as long as it's not on Monday or Tuesday, and no matter what time you're here, you should be able to get something. Unless you're vegan or vegetarian, in which case good luck, because they don't have anything. A slight problem, well, more of a slight problem. So when we just went on a walk, we've come back to our gate and it now says the flight from this gate is to Birmingham, Alabama, which obviously is not where we're going. So where's our flight gone?
That one is now 10:25.
That's the one that was before us and it's still not gone. But where's ours? The saga continues. We are now going from A30. I have no idea at what time, but we are headed to our new gate and we are hoping for the best. It was due to lightning. So the current thing going on is not about our flight, it's about a different flight, but it's saying the reason for the delays is because of the lightning, but it's been another while and our flight has now been pushed back to 12:30, so it's delayed by 2 hours. Lovely. Good news though, that door is open and people are coming out of it, so I'm guessing they're coming off our plane that we're going to go on. So what time is it now? 11 o'clock. So an hour and a half, that seems crazy. I don't know. Well, it's gone midnight, I think. Has it gone midnight? I have no idea. 12:06. And we are getting on the plane. None of us have a window seat, so there's going to be no montage. So I'll see you guys, hopefully, in about an hour and a half in Orlando. I had no intention of filming anything, but when you go on here, there's like hardly any movies. That's all the movies. But if you go into kids and go into movies, there's like loads and loads and loads of movies. So make sure to check that out.
We'll ask you to step out of the center aisle just as quickly as you can. Allow those passengers that are seated behind or around you to find their seat as well. We're going to be a completely full flight over to Orlando today, so once again, if you place a smaller item underneath the seat in front of you, that'll be your backpack.
Guys, we have made it. We are in Orlando. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, which is 7 o'clock in the morning English time. We've officially been up for about 24 hours. All we need to do now is grab the monorail, the classic Orlando airport monorail, to the other side. We're then going to grab the Mears Express. We haven't booked it, we're just going to walk up and book it as we arrive. I'll tell you how much it costs. I think it's about $17-ish per person one way. And that's it. We are almost there. As you can see, the airport is absolutely dead. There is literally nobody here. So we're just walking down all the way to bottom to get the Mears Connect. Hopefully we won't be waiting long. They probably, from my experience in the past, will just send us in a small minibus type of one. It might be us and one or two other families. But you know, at 2 AM there's not that many people trying to get there. So hopefully we'll be at our resort soon. When you get down to the Mears Connect section, there's these screens. So if you haven't already bought a ticket, you can just come here and buy one. It's super easy. So shared service, that's definitely what you want. If you want a private service, you'll go somewhere else. You put your drop-off location, so we're staying in Jambo House. We only want one way, don't we? Yeah. Because we're not coming back. 3 adults, so it was 17 something each. And then you just put your details in, pay now. You can do contactless, and then you just go over there and then they'll check you in. You walk over there, and then there's literally no buses there now because it's the middle of the night, but normally there's buses all lined up and then they just put you on the right one. So if it was during the day, we'd be going with the All Stars, Coronado Springs, and then both Animal Kingdoms. I'm going to assume that's not how it works in the night, and it's probably just anyone who turns up. It might just be us. But last time I did this, it was just an assortment of random resorts, I think. So if you come in the night, it might not be exactly the same. Oh, it's nice and toasty out here. So it is just like a little mini van type of situation. And I think there's 2 other groups of people, so we might have 2 other stops. But either way, we're going to be there soon. It's about 3 AM now, so I can't wait to get there. We are now on the way. I think we waited a little under half an hour for the shuttle to actually leave. Now, there's actually 4 groups of people on here, including us. But the problem with going in the middle of the night is they'll literally just take whichever groups of people come to wherever they're going. So we're going to Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jambo House, and then there's somebody going to All Star Sports. There's somebody going to Saratoga Springs and somebody going to Grand Floridian, which the All Stars and ours are quite close together, but the other two are literally miles apart from each other and from ours, which obviously means if you get dropped off last, you could be on here for a very long while. I have no idea what order they're planning to do it in, but I'm hoping we're first because we arrived first. We'll see. Guys, I can see the sign. We are nearly in Disney property. This is good times. Woohoo! Yay! We're officially in Disney! We have finally made it! It's gone 4 o'clock, it's like 4:15. It took us over an hour because we ended up being the 3rd stop, which is quite annoying because we got there first. But anyway, we're there, we're gonna check in, and we'll soon be in bed. Of course, the lobby is empty, but it's that kind of crossover time now where people are actually leaving for their early morning flights and we're only just getting here, which is madness. We have officially made it to our room. I'm going to be talking quite quietly because obviously it's 4 o'clock in the morning and everybody else in this whole hotel is asleep. When we arrived at check-in, I asked if we could check in and she was like, check in? I think she maybe thought we didn't have our reservation until like later today because it's literally so close to being today now. But either way, it's all good. Also, we haven't paid for, we're actually staying on DVC points, so we have not officially paid, but we haven't used points for a Savannah View Room. But when we checked in, she said we've got a Savannah View Room, so I guess that's like a little pixie dust upgrade, which we rarely ever get. I don't think we've ever had anything like that before, so that's very exciting. Hopefully it has a good view. I will quickly show you guys around the room, but I've shown you guys this room loads of times before, so if you've not seen my vlog, go check out my past vlogs, and then we'll be signing off. So as you walk in, there's a little hallway. We have one of the interconnected rooms. Obviously we don't know our neighbours, but if you know your neighbours, you can kind of walk through, which is quite good. There's a big mirror here, and then you come through and there's a little kitchenette which has a coffee maker, toaster, microwave. In the cupboards there's always like plastic or paper cups and plates and stuff, and then a sink and a fridge. On this side is the bathroom, so there's 2 sinks, which is always quite nice. Still got the they're not called H2O, but they are the H2O products, body lotion and soap. And then you come through this way and there's a little bathroom. It's got a bathtub with a shower over the top. It comes with the products stuck on the wall, which is obviously fine, and it is one of the ones with a curtain. And then you come through to the main bedroom. There's one of these like luggage shoe thingies. Really nice wardrobe. I always love the furniture in these resorts. A dresser, a huge TV which says welcome home to Matta's party. You can tell who always books these trips. A little place to sit, table and chairs. And then as you come over here, this is the sofa bed, so that turns into like a double bed basically. And then the main bed. And the best part, the ladies are out on the balcony. Let's see what we can see. Oh wow! This is good. I feel like the animals are more likely to come out to this section because it's like a bit round the corner-ish, isn't it? And they like the round the corner-ish bits. Stay tuned for the rest of these videos if you want to see more of the savannah, because obviously we can't really see anything right now because it's really dark and the animals are probably asleep somewhere. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to leave it a massive thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. Tomorrow we are headed to Hollywood Studios, although I can confirm it's not going to be an early start because it is 4:30 in the morning. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!